So in this video, I'm going to break down two different trades, and I'm going to show you a very important lesson of what you can learn from those trades. Because there's something that I think that every trader needs to understand, or they're honestly just never going to make as a trader. They're going to be wasting all their time. And so I'm going to explain that in this video. But first, let's go over the two trades I took, why I took them, and kind of break down that important concept that I was talking about. So if we look at Microsoft here, now, there's a few different, strategies that I like to trade. One of them is balance theory. And, I have other videos on it, but as a quick refresher, the way balance theory basically works is essentially looking for, we have this balance zone, right? We have a very clear resistance, very clear support. And essentially what I'm looking for is price to break out of that balance, come back inside, and then go right to the other side of that balance. Okay, pretty simple. And so that's what I was looking at Microsoft on this trade. Now, I have the entries and exits here, and I'm going to break that down for you. But the important thing is two trades I took today, okay, both on Microsoft. One of them was a loser, one of them was a winner. And I really want you guys to understand that while there is, a lot you can learn from your losers, there is also times where you just don't learn anything from your losers. I'm going to break that down, kind of explain how you can really manage that and really impact and improve your trading. Now, if we look at Microsoft on the 1 minute chart, I'm going to just explain why I got on the first trade. So if we look at here, go back to my chart. So I got in at 10:15 and ended up stopping out 2 minutes later at 10:17. Okay, I lost around $500 on this trade. So what was that? 10:15 right here. Got out 2 minutes later right here. Actually got out at the low of day, which is pretty funny. But yeah, ended up buying right here as we tap back into this demand and stopped out as soon as we got below it. Now, why did I get into this trade? Two things, right? Obviously, with balance theory, my thought process is, okay, we come back out of balance, we come back inside, look for that move back to the other side. And so that's what we see happen. We see price, Microsoft come back, below, outside this purple zone here, come back inside, I take the pullback to demand, and I end up getting stopped out. Now, why did I, wait to get in here? Why didn't I get in right here when price broke this low and then came back inside? Well, what I use as a confirmation is price to break this smaller time frame trend. All right. So we can see on Microsoft, price is downtrending, 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 downtrending. Boom. We see this move here. Right? So what's actually happening is we're seeing price break this high of that move. So now we see a shift in trend. We see price move from a downtrend to an uptrend. So I'm like, perfect. We have that combined with, the break out of balance. We're coming back inside of balance. So then what I do is like, okay, I'm going to wait for price to come down to demand right around here. That's when I get in. Stop is going to be right below it. I'm going to look to target this high, this high, this high, this high, this high. Okay, a lot of targets. Very, very good risk reward trade, obviously. And immediately it just dumps and I get stopped out. Right at the lows. Very, very classic. I'm sure it's happened to all of us. But I'm like, okay. I sit back when that happens. I say, okay, let me reframe what exactly happened and learn from this loss. Okay. And I think, okay, is this my strategy? First of all, yes, this is my strategy. This is a very good setup, right? I say, okay, did I wait for confirmation? What is my confirmation? Well, my confirmation is that we start to see signs of an uptrend. And signs of an uptrend for me is that we break a downtrend. And did we get that? Yes, we got that. Perfect. So we have our balance theory set up. We have our break in trend here. That's our confirmation. And then I start to ask, okay, did I get a good entry? Yeah, I waited for price to come back down to this demand zone. Just like that. Okay, did I get out at the right place? Yeah, the stop loss is right below demand. Price should hold demand, right? There's no reason that it would go below it. And if it does, my thesis is invalidated. So I want to get out of the trade. So good setup. Waited for confirmation. Good entry. I got out of my stop. This is a trade where I did everything right and I still lost money. And that's okay. Because yes, there is a lot you can learn from every trade, but you're going to literally like run around in circles if you're always thinking that you're going to get every trade right. And there's times like here where you do everything right. It was a good setup, good trade, whatever, good entry, and I still lost money. And that's fine. And I'm not going to sit here and, because I don't want you guys to look at every single trade and overanalyze it. Be like, oh, I could have done this, and like, oh, we know it could have been a little bit better of a demand zone, and oh, I could have done this. And like, yes, while you kind of want to do that, you also want to make sure that you're not like going crazy because you're never going to have a 100% win rate. Okay, majority traders are around the 50, 60, 70% mark. Okay, rarely anything above 70. So then I'm like, okay, I sit back, I relax, I say, okay, was this a good trade? Yes. Did it work out? No. That's fine. So I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna wait. I say, okay, I'm gonna look for some other setups, I'm gonna do what I do, just chill out, wait for my setups. Now I'm thinking, okay, Microsoft, this is still a good setup, still a good balance theory setup. If we're able to come back, inside, we can definitely rotate higher. So I say, okay, let me go ahead and remark. Okay, so now we know that this is the high we need to break, right? We're still in this downtrend, right? Price ends up breaking this demand. Sellers are in control up here. So I'm like, okay, if price is able to come back above, then I'll look for a setup because that would show me now the buyers here are stronger than the sellers here, right? Basically the same setup I had here, but now it's a little bit more prominent of a supply zone. This one's a little bit bigger. So I'm saying, okay, if price is really able to get above this supply, I'm pretty confident we're going to rotate higher because it is my setup, it is my strategy. So what do? I wait, and right here I get the alert. Price ends up breaking that high. Perfect. Awesome. Is this still a good setup? Yeah. Price dipped down below this low. We stopped putting at all of these lows. We're outside balance. We've come back inside of balance. Okay. We've broken this shorter term supply zone. So now we know now we know buyers are in control. So I'm like, okay, let me look to get a trade. So I see price come back down to this 1 minute demand. I see we have another demand zone right here. Like, okay, the odds of both of these demand zones breaking is pretty low, right? This low also happens to coincide with the bottom of this purple balance zone. So I'm like, okay, let me get into this demand, right? Put a stop right at this low. If I look at the order here, I ended up getting in at 1049, just like 1049 right here. So on this candle, right as we came down to this demand, so we can go ahead, draw this out. So I got in long right there. Stop was right below this 1 minute demand down here. Where is my target? Well, target's always going to be at liquidity. Where's liquidity? Liquidity is going to be at your highs and your lows. I saw the most recent high we had was right up here, high a day. So I said, okay, stop's going to be there. Let me make sure I have a good risk reward. 1.75, beautiful. So ended up doing that, getting in. I let the trade do its thing. Spiked up here, ended up getting out at 1109, I believe. Yes, 1109, sold all of them. So it was an automated order here. Didn't have to manually sell, just in and out. And this one was around, was it 700 bucks, right? So this one I lost about 500. This one I made about 700. So end of the day, up around 200 bucks, okay? And, am I happy with how I traded? Yes, I'm very happy with it. And the key takeaway here is that, you can't blame your strategy for every loss. Okay, if you know your strategy works, because I know my strategy works, then I know that, okay, if I just wait for the setup to happen again, the odds of it working out, is in my favor. And so when I see that it doesn't work out the first time, I'm not going to sit there complain and look for a new strategy and try and revenge trade. Okay, this wasn't a revenge trade. Okay, this was me waiting for my setup. I saw the setup happen again. I said, okay, I'll give it another shot, and it ends up working out. And because I had proper risk management and I had a good risk reward, I ended the day profitable with 2 trades. Okay, now it's not a lot. It's only 200 bucks. But if I size up and I know that, with the odds in my favor, the probabilities and statistics behind my strategy, over the long run, I'm going to make money. And as I size up, I'll make more money. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much else to it. I don't want you guys to come on here and go strategy hopping and figure out like, oh, I lost and let me revenge trade, and oh, like now I'm going to flip short because it broke demand, and then you end up shorting up here and ends up breaking it, and you guys need to be patient and relax. Okay, trading it shouldn't be this stressful as people make it out to be. Okay, simply wait for your setup. Okay, did you follow all the criteria in your strategy and your setup? Yes, great. Then move on. There's nothing else. You don't need to punish yourself. There's none of that involved. Okay, all you need to do is simply Wait for your setup. That's what I did. I got stopped out. I saw the setup happen again. I said, beautiful, another A plus setup. Let me get in that. I get in, ends up working out. I end up green on the day. Okay? That's how your trading should be. All right? Now, if you guys want to learn more about how I do my strategies, because there's a lot more involved other than just trend and balance theory. Okay, I look at supply demand, I look at volume, I look at a lot of other things, market structure, relative strength. I could go on and on and on. But if you want to get these proven strategies literally handed to you, okay, all you have to do is click the first link in the description. All right, you're going to be able to join a solid community just like this. We have Stan, who made, it's very hard to see, but you can't see it right now. But he made about 3,500 bucks. Says it right here, 3,475. We had Felipe as well make money today. So if you want to join a really nice community, all you have to do is click the first link in the description. You can join my proven, you can join my mentorship, get proven strategies literally handed to you, so you don't have to spend years back testing like I did. I'm sure that's what I would have preferred if I had that opportunity. And yeah, you're gonna join an awesome community, and I'm gonna make you profitable in just 8 weeks. Okay. We're going to take you step by step, get you all the way through. So first link in description if you want to join. I only take on 15 people a month because I work with you guys one-on-one. And yeah, very excited that you guys stuck to the end of this video. If you did, please leave a comment. Okay, just comment below any questions you have and also other videos I should make. All right, what do you want to see? What do you not want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. I respond to all the comments. And yeah, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.